So I'm leaving early this morning, a little bit after 6 a.m. to try to get to our first come first serve campsite in Mammoth Campground in Yellowstone. Right now we're about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes outside of Yellowstone. Whoa. Cattle guard. I'll stop filming once I get on the real road here. Right now we're about 15-20 minutes outside of Yellowstone. Mammoth is another, 15-20 minutes. So it's about 35 minutes from where we're at. I already see way more traffic than I thought it would at like 6:30 a.m. going by me. So let's do this thing. We're in, we got site number 58. I'm gonna go park, put a couple things out, make sure nobody puts anything on the site, and then I'm gonna go back and get the Airstream. So the way it works, you wait in line, then you get out of your vehicle and you go to the front and talk to a camp host about what sites are available, what you can fit into, and then you basically pay for your site. Food storage boxes. There can definitely be bears around here. And I've got the number on the post, but I really don't want the chance that somebody might think there's nobody on the site, and then I've got to go through the hassle of finding a host or a ranger and getting them, which we've dealt with that before. So I'm going to take a couple things to sit them out on the site just so somebody knows, hey, this site is reserved. This is the biggest national park for sure I've seen in my life.
Here.
This is the most important part. Hensley, you need to think safety, act safety. Wait, think safety, act safely. Don't let the buffalo do that to you. Look what that buffalo's doing. You got to watch out for that buffalo, Hensley.
You give them their space.
Yep, give them their space. Don't try to ride the buffalo. See what happened to that guy when he tried to ride it?
It's fun.
It looks fun, but it's probably not, is my guess.
Right there.
Watch out for bison, bears, elk, wolves. Wolves? What about a wolf? Do you want to see a wolf, Hensley?
Yeah. I can ride on him.
Everybody got showers. Plenty of solar.
Did a load of laundry.
Did a load of laundry. How was your first shower, Mackenzie?
It was good.
It's good?
I feel better.
Luxurious?
When you haven't had a shower in a while, anything feels good.
I actually stood up. So.
We'll see.
You
Maybe
were
you had
able to stand up?
you had some thick shoes on before. Maybe that was the problem.
Maybe.
Plan is to finish lunch, load up, and then head into Yellowstone right in the middle of the day. So we'll get to see kind of. But this isn't like the west side of Yellowstone is way worse than the north, from what I understand. So I don't think it'll be crazy busy on this side of the park. You ready to go into Yellowstone? You want to see some elk?
Yeah.
And some buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a bear?
Yeah. And wolf.
You were listening, weren't you? We'll hope the bears and the wolves hold on. We've arrived at Mammoth Campground. If you've got a longer rig, I know this doesn't seem longer big to most people, but if you've got something over say 25 feet, and you want to do first come, first serve, this is like your best bet. There are other campgrounds that do have sites that are 30 feet or more, but there's not nearly as many, and you're really taking a risk, especially first come, first serve. This site, you know, there's somewhere around 80 sites here, something like that. And from what I can tell, the majority of these sites, there's a lot, at least I'll say there's a lot of those 80 sites that could accommodate something our size. So that just helped sort of reduce some of that risk to us of coming here by choosing this, because there's other campgrounds that are a better central location. Like Norris Campground is like an ideal central location for first come, first serve, but there's just not nearly as many sites that would accommodate us. It's 20 bucks a night, and cool thing, first come, first serve. Once we've got this, we've got it. We can just continue to stay here as long as we need to. But the plan is to be here 3 or 4 nights. Then we're gonna move to another part of Yellowstone Campground because this place is huge. Pretty much every site comes with a picnic table, fire pit. When I came and got the sites this morning, I didn't actually get to see my site because I was waiting in line. They assigned me this one, told me it was a really good site, which it is a good site. It's flat, it's long, it's got good views. You know, this is a beautiful view, but we're not a fan of having our door on the opposite side of this if possible. But it's just, you know, I'd say about half the sites here looks like are gonna be like that. It's like an elk over there. From what I understand, there's quite a few elk around here. They actually come through the campground once or twice a day. What's that look?
The look of, are you about to film me? Why?
I'm filming you because you look like your head's fried from all this Yellowstone research. There's smoke coming out of your laptop's ears.
There's so much. This is a big park.
So we've been researching Yellowstone. It's about to blow our mind. It's very large. It's bigger than Delaware and Rhode Island combined. It's 2.2 million acres. We're trying to figure out how in the world we're gonna see this place in a week. And to try to avoid the crowds as much as possible. Probably the number one, right? Well, this is number 2. The number 1 way to avoid crowds is don't come during busy times.
Did you know it was the first national park in the world?
In the world?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's better than just the U.S.
In the U.S. and in the world.
And this is a cool national park. It's like, screams America. I don't know what it is about it just coming in here. We came in the north entrance. So when you're tackling a large touristy, let's just say a touristy national park like this, what do you do to keep it an enjoyable experience without having to just be bombarded by crowds? Well, number 1, which we have not done, is avoid peak season. But number 2, if you can't help that, is to try to go at times when it's not as crowded in these places. And I'll go ahead and throw a number 3 as well. If you can stay in the park and as close as you can to these things, then your drive time is shorter, which helps you get to these places quicker, which is one of the reasons we came to Mammoth Campground inside the park instead of staying in our BLM spot outside of the park. The 1 out of 3 of those I want to focus on for a minute is getting to these places when they're not as crowded, even though it's peak season. And the way we plan on doing that is to get up early. We've never done a great job of that. Right? We're not great at getting up early, are we? Let's just be honest. Nope.
Getting up early?
Yeah, no, not good.
Yeah, only when we have to.
If you want to beat the crowds, you can't leave at 9 a.m. and expect to do that. You definitely can't leave at 10 a.m. and expect to do that. So we're hoping to be, what time are we gonna get out of here? 7.
7? 8?
Stop, you just want to say that.
That's off Little Rascal. I love it.
7. 7:30.
7:30.
All right,
we'll say 7, but deep down.
No. What? Why do you do that? 7:30. 7:30? We're gonna be in the van pulling out by 7:30. So we're gonna go for that. We're gonna go to try to be in the van pulling out by 7:30, which is like an hour and a half sooner than usual. So what is the motivation to do that? Why would we want to get up early? Why would we like push ourselves to get up an hour and a half earlier with our toddler? Let's do pros and cons. So pros and cons of getting up early in somewhere like this in a national park. Cons, the obvious one, the one we just said, it's uncomfortable. But the pros, wildlife, less crowds, filming's easier, better light. 4, filming, shorter lines, it's not as hot. Like if you're hiking or something. I asked Marissa and she said she didn't have to hear Nathan gripe.
You get up and you get things done early in the morning, then because you're avoiding crowds and lines and not being held up in traffic, like you have more time throughout your day to do other things.
So you actually get to do more because you're not standing in line and fighting these crowds with your day. So yeah, those are our reasons. We're gonna do this thing, right?
That's what I've been told.
Marissa wants to do this too. The list was very long on the con side.
I know.
But
I know it's best.
we've seen over and over again, you can literally lose hours of your day fighting these crowds.
Once we're up and going, it's not as much getting up. Like I said, we're usually up. It's just, it's the getting out the door, so.
Well, we're gonna get out the door.
Some people are morning people, and this probably sounds really silly to them, but if you are not a morning person, then you totally get it. Just some people are morning people, and some people are not people. And some are neither, they just like their sleep like me. I require more, I do believe.
Beauty requires more sleep, right? Is that what they say? Something like that?
That was a good
Is that
answer.
what it is?
I have good answer.
Well, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna get to sleep. Well, it's like 4. We're not gonna
And it
sleep
gets
yet.
late here.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get dark till really late here.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So that's been tough too. But
We gonna do this, Hensley?
you planning our trip?
We're gonna get up early. We're gonna see animals. We're gonna have fun. Mackenzie didn't know what she signed up for. They'd be military showers. Be getting up at 6 a.m.
Hey, it's the life of a camper.
That's right.
That's how we roll.
Roughing it. We talk the talk. I don't know. We'll probably like take long showers and roll out of here at 10 a.m. tomorrow. But well, we're gonna call it a night, even though it's
Afternoon.
afternoon. We're gonna call it an afternoon, and we'll catch you guys later. Your face is very dirty. See how dirty it is? Very dirty. Oh my goodness. Stop. Oh no.